it messed up. Okay, go.
All right. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Eisenhower. I'm Christian Morris.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Morris. The pleasure's all mine. I'm glad to be here.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Mr. Eisenhower.
Well, Mr. Morris, I was born October 14th, 1890, and I was the 34th President of the United States from 1953 to 1961. I have two sons. I enjoy playing golf and I have a wife. Her name is Mammy Geneva Dowd. I graduated from West Point on June 12, 1915. I served in World War II as Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces. I gave a speech to Congress about what was going on in the Middle East, and the Eisenhower Doctrine came about.
Can you tell me a little bit about the Eisenhower Doctrine?
The Eisenhower Doctrine stated that a country could request American economic assistance and/or aid from U.S. military forces if it was being threatened by armed aggression from another state. I personally singled out the Soviet threat in my doctrine by authorizing the commitment of U.S. forces to secure and protect the territorial integrity and political independence of such nations, requesting such aid against covert armed aggression from any nation controlled by international communism.
What happened to you after the attack on the Pearl Harbor by the Japanese, Mr. Eisenhower?
Well, you see, Mr. Morris, after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, I was assigned to the General Staff in Washington, where I served until June 1942 with responsibility for creating the major war plans to defeat Japan and Germany.
Wow, that's truly fascinating. What happened to you December 20th, 1944?
December 20th, 1944. Yes, that was a good day in my time, you see. As recognition of my senior position in the Allied Command, I was promoted to General of the Army, which is equivalent to the rank of Field Marshal in most European armies. In this and the previous high commands I held, I showed great talents for leadership and diplomacy. Although I had never seen action myself, I had still won the respect of frontline commanders.
That is magnificent. What happened to you May 8th, 1945, and what did you do to the German prisoners of war, or as you know, posed?
On May 8th, 1945, I was appointed military governor of the U.S. occupation zone, based in Frankfurt am Main. I had no responsibility for the other three zones, which were controlled by Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. But upon my discovery of the Nazi concentration camps, I ordered camera crews to comprehensively document evidence of the atrocities in them for use in the Nuremberg trials. I made the decision to reclassify German prisoners of war, aka POWs, in U.S. custody as disarmed enemy forces.
1945 was a big year for you, Mr. Eisenhower. What happened in November that made you want to contain the stop of the Soviet expansion?
In November 1945, I returned to Washington to replace Marshall as Chief of Staff of my Army. My main role was rapid demobilization of millions of soldiers. A slow job that was delayed by lack of shipping, but I suffered from a respiratory infection in December 1945, which prevented me from receiving the Order of the Elephant in person from King Christian of Denmark. As East and West tensions over Germany and Greece escalated, I was strongly convinced in 1946 that the Soviet Union did not want war and that friendly relations could be maintained. I strongly supported the new United Nations. However, in formulating policies regarding the atomic bomb as well as towards Soviets doom-enlisted to the U.S. State Department and ignored what I had to say and the entire Pentagon. By mid-1947, I was moving toward a containment policy to stop the Soviet expansion.
It's truly fascinating. Well, this has been a great interview, and I have to learn a lot more about you, Mr. Eisenhower. Thank you for your time.
The pleasure's all mine. Have a good day, Mr. Morris.
Good.